Hey guys, and welcome to Next Level You, Conversations from the Other Side. I'm Shawnte Kinney, your host, and I am so excited. Today I have with me Miss JoBaby. I call her JoBaby, but her name is Miss Amoo. She is going to be talking with us today. I'm so excited, so excited. Miss Amoo, how are you today?
I am good. I'm feeling good. I'm very honored to be here, to be one of your special guests. That I'm just very honored to just be here.
And we are so happy to have you here. So what I want to talk about today is your journey. Your journey. You're an entrepreneur. Miss Amoo has a business, a paparazzi business, Diamonds and Gems, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about the evolution of her business and her next level, and what that next level looks like as she rolls out her new clothing line. But first, Miss Amoo, tell us a little bit about how you got into selling paparazzi, because it was a new thing, if I understand it. It was a new thing for you. You had never done anything in sales, and
Yes.
you got in it, and she has become just an awesome seller. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my journey with paparazzi, with Diamonds and Gems. Diamonds and Gems is my business with paparazzi, and how I got into Diamonds and Gems were that I worked a 9 to 5, and then I had a lot of downtime, and so I just wanted to try to fill the downtime that I had. So I got introduced to paparazzi. So I got into paparazzi, started buying jewelry, which is fine custom jewelry. It's $5, and it's nickel and it's lead free. And so I got into that, and I started doing Facebook Lives, and started creating content, creating customer service with my ladies. And I noticed one thing about us women's, we love jewelry.
Well, yeah, y'all do. I don't.
We
but
love
y'all
jewelry. And so with that being said, when I would go live, I would have so many ladies on the live that would order a bunch of jewelry. So I said, I may got hold of something.
Yeah.
And so I continue on to do that, and now I have grown my customer base. I ship all over the United States. I even ship over to Mexico.
Really?
And I just love it, and the women love the jewelry. They truly, truly love the jewelry. And so my journey with that, I mean, it just started out something simple, growed into something big.
So when you started it, am I correct? You had no prior sales experience.
No.
And you didn't know, you just decided to do it. It almost kind of fell into your lap.
Yes.
But of course, God never allows anything to fall into our lap,
Exactly.
right? It's always intentional. He's an
Yes.
intentional God. But tell me a little bit about what your journey to learn, because you had to learn what you didn't know. And I always find that very fascinating. How did you figure out what you didn't know, and then learn what you didn't know, and then start implementing that?
Oh, what I did know was about retail sales, because I come from a medical background.
Oh, okay.
I've been in medicine for about 34 years.
Wow.
I worked at Parkland for like 34 years. I was one of the preceptors there. I worked in one of Parkland's prominent burn unit. I'm very proud of that. And I was one of the educators up there. And so, and getting into retail sales, that was just something totally different.
World.
It was a whole different world. Exactly, a whole different world. And so what I didn't know is the ins and the outs, and the pros and the cons. And I tell myself all the time that I'm a smart girl.
You are. You are.
I try to be. So I read a lot. Things that I don't know, I research it. I research it. So I got into it, and I started researching it, and it's like, okay, this is what you do this, Joanne, you do it like this, you do it like that. And once I learned to research it and search it out, I was able to put those plans in motions and make it work for me. But at first it wasn't that easy. It wasn't, because first of all, I didn't know anything about Facebook. I didn't know nothing about social media. Never been on social media, never. And I was never a social media person.
Okay.
Never a social media person. And so when I done my first live, I think I done it like in 15 minutes, and I didn't put my face on the camera.
You didn't put your face on the camera?
I did not put my face on the camera. No, ma'am. I just laid all that jewelry out on the table, flipped my camera over, and I swiped it, and I said, it's $5, y'all. It's red, blue, and white if you want it, claim it.
And how did that first live go?
Girl, I was sweating. I was shaking in my boots. I mean, they didn't even see me. And so what I did was I said, well, Lord, if I'm going to grow this and grow something out of this, I got to overcome my fear.
Yes.
And that was my biggest fear, in standing in front of the camera and conversating with peoples. Because I never, you know, I mean, I have dressed audience and stuff like that and spoke and stuff like that. But as far as selling anything, that was just never my cup of tea.
So how did you overcome that fear?
How overcome that fear was I had bought all that jewelry and I want to sell it.
You said I gotta sell what it is.
Yes, I
love it.
I had bought all that jewelry. You know, when you come into paparazzi and you come in as an independent consultant, paparazzi has you come in under 3 different levels. You can do the $99 kit, or you can do the $200 kit, or you can do the $500 kit. You know, they say what you do in Texas is big. Everything we do in Texas is big.
Tell them, Ray. Tell them, because the people don't know. For everybody that ain't in Texas.
And so I bought a $500 kit, and then if I'd have sold all that jewelry, that's like $1,200. So quite natural, it's like, okay, Joanne, you got all this jewelry here. You can make some money. You got to get past your fear. And so I started doing it, and it's like, okay. And then when I finally got on the camera, I still was shy, but I done pretty good. I messed up a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean, okay.
One lady wanted this, I gave her the wrong thing. And one thing about customer sales, if y'all ever think about getting customer sales, you got to get it right. You got to get it right because people's going to correct you. And so I got her order right. I got her order wrong. And she said, oh, I didn't order that. I ordered this. It's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I'll make it right. And so, I mean, I hit a lot of bumps in the road, but I took my mistakes and I learned from it. And I just started to perfect it. And what allowed me to get better with it was being consistent and do it all the time. I've been in retail sales for almost about 4 years now, and I do live every day, 7 days a week, 3 times a day.
Wow.
I'm always on social media. I'm always building content and stuff like that.
So you don't have that same fear or do you still have fear when you get in front of the camera?
Not anymore, I don't. I mean, I'm very comfortable and relaxed now because I've been doing it for the last 3.5, 4 years.
And you've been consistent.
And been consistent with it. I do like with my paparazzi, with Diamonds and Gems, I get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on that live no later than 6 o'clock and giving my customers breakfast, which is selling jewelry. Okay?
I like that.
And then I give them lunch. And that lunch is roughly around about 12. And then I feed them dinner, which is 7:30 at night.
I like that. I like that. And have you had a mentor or something, or is this just something, you know, you've just been going with your next, what I call inspired action, and you know, just allowing God to inspire you, move you, and direct you? Or have you had a mentor or somebody telling you what to do along the way?
No, it's just my inspired action and my intuition, my tenacity to overcome this, to do this, and to do that, and that's what has been my niche. I found my niche in paparazzi, and I leased host onto it, and I perfected it.
That is amazing.
So they call me the bling queen.
I like that.
They call me the bling
queen. Yeah, because you blinging it, you selling it good. So. Okay, so now we've migrated over into, because now you've gone to next level.
Yes.
You're hitting next level. So tell us a little bit about your next level.
Ooh, my next level was that I'm always working and I'm always thinking about how to grow business and, you know, and how to make my business good with paparazzi. So I was just laying there one night, meditating, you know. I just believe that the Bible teaches us if you just be faithful over a few things, he said he's going to make you ruler over men.
Don't start preaching now. Now, look at him.
And so I'm just laying there. And so the Lord poured into my spirit. And, you know, I talked to God just like I talked to you. And he said, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to elevate you. and I want you to open up a boutique. So, okay, Lord, I don't have the time to do this. I work a 9 to 5. I have paparazzi. Where is I'm going to fit in this time to sell these clothes? He said, I told you I was going to bless you exceedingly and abundantly and above everything that you ever asked for.
Yes.
And I said, okay, Lord, but Lord.
You sound like Moses right there.
Where are the resources going to come? I don't have any plans to do this. He said, write the vision. I'm going to make it plain.
There you go.
I said, oh, Jesus. So I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to be obedient with this. And so what I did was I got up, and this was about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I started writing. And he said, you're going to call it Amoo Clothing Boutique. That's where the name come from. I didn't have no name, no nothing. And so I got up, I got my tablet. I'm a writer. I like to write a lot. I got tablets all over my house, ink pens, everything. And so I'm sitting there and I'm writing it down. It's like, okay, Lord, Amoo Clothing Boutique. I got to find vendors. I need clothes. I don't know what type of clothes to buy, you know. And so I'm sitting there and I'm writing the vision. And I said, okay, I got all types of ladies that shop with me with jewelry. So I kind of know their likes, you know. So I said, okay. And at first I was just going to do just only plus sizes. And so the Lord said, no, that's not what I told you to do. I said, for you to open up a boutique. By you doing that, you got all sizes in there. So I have sizes from 0 all the way up to 5X. And so that's what I love about Amoo Clothing Boutique. You can go in and you'll be able to find in and everything as far as sizes. Because I know that we have our smaller ladies, we have our in-between ladies, we have our medium ladies, we have our, as the men say, our thick ladies. I just never could get into that, but okay. But our thick queens, and then we have our full-figure queens.
Yes.
So all of my queens, I just put them all together and just beautify those beautiful queens.
And you've opened up your clothing boutique.
The store is open up. I am grateful, gracious, and very grateful to God in doing that.
So did you have to overcome another set of fears opening up that boutique? Was it the same fears, or did you have a new set?
Honey, I had a whole new set of
You
fears.
had a whole new set.
When it comes to us queens and clothes a woman, that's a whole different level right there.
What's the difference between that and the jewelry? So tell us a little bit about that. What's the difference?
Well, the difference between the jewelry and the clothes, I mean, the necklace, you can just put a necklace on it and just kind of move with it and flow with the necklace, but you can't do that with clothes. You got to really critique the size, you got to really critique your customers, and then you got to make sure that you're getting stuff that's going to satisfy them. And they want to look good in it.
Yeah.
And one of my teachers in my strategy is when I buy clothes, I'll buy something separate for me, and I'll rock it. And when I rock it, then the ladies, they want it.
She got that on looking good. And yes.
And so every time I have a dress or a pantsuit on, and if I go live with it, they'll say, is that in the boutique? Y'all, I'm going to get to it. Y'all give me a minute. Y'all can have it.
So do you think that's been one of the what's the word that I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word that I'm looking for, but that's been like the thing that's helped you connect with women and selling clothing, putting on different things that they themselves can wear and look good in it and feel. Because one of the things that I know that you do, you go and you get full makeup done before you go live. Probably not at 6 o'clock in the morning, but and tell us a little bit about that in conjunction with this.
Well, I just love beauty. I've always have liked beautiful clothes. I always have makeup. I come from a large family. It was 10 of us. I'm the 7th child. Okay, and so I would notice my sisters that are older than me that they would wear makeup. Okay. I was too young. I couldn't wear it, but I would sneak and get into the makeup when they leave. And I would, I probably look like, a clown or whatever. But I mean, but
You were learning.
I was learning. I mean, and I would put the makeup on, and I just thought I was just really cute then back in them days. But I had to wash it off before Mama got home. So I played in their makeup until I got old enough to wear makeup, and I couldn't wear makeup until I was like 20 years old.
Really?
Yes. And so when I got 20 years old, because I know by the time I turned 22, I was leaving Daddy's house. Because Daddy told us we got to go at 22. We couldn't stay no longer than 22. So then I started wearing makeup, and then I just always have loved makeup, clothes, and fashion. That's just been me, and I guess that's just one way of me defining myself and beautifying myself is with my makeup and my clothes. And I guess when other women see how beautiful you look on the outside as well as on the inside, they want to duplicate and emulate you as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I get my makeup done a lot. Yeah, I get my makeup done every week, every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah.
Cool. So let me ask you this: why do you think? No, let's ask this: what do you think it is about Miss Amoo's boutique and Miss Amoo in particular? What is it that gives you that extra spark? Because I love your tagline, taking you from ordinary to extraordinary.
Yes.
What is it about you and Diamonds and Gems and Miss Amoo's boutique that gives that extra spark of ordinary?
Oh, is when the ordinary to the extraordinary I give the ladies choices.
Okay.
One thing I like is if I'm a shopper, I want choices. Give me some choices. Don't just say, I guess I only have this and I only have that. Give me something in the middle. And so I give the ladies choices of items that they can pick from. And when they buy these clothes and put these clothes on, it's just taken from a whole different level. I have customers that I ship, and when they get their boxes, they call me crying, saying how beautiful the clothes are. They put those clothes on, and they go live on Facebook. They tag me in those live, and it just feels so ordered. They feel so special in those clothes, and that just does something to me. It just makes me feel so good that I can, one, satisfy you, two, serve you in such a manner that you are very satisfied.
That is amazing.
And I'm just over-elated, with that, so.
What is it because being an entrepreneur, and that's part of this, what we're talking about today. Being an entrepreneur is not easy.
No, it is not. You're going to lose some sleep.
It's not easy. And a lot of people don't understand that. It doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It takes time. What is it that keeps you inspired and motivated?
My consistency. I have consistency in everything that I do. I have consistency with paparazzi. I have consistency with Amoo Clothing Boutique. And I have confidence in myself that I can, get this done. Is it a lot of work? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a lot of work. But when you start seeing your success come together, when I look at success, I don't look at a dollar sign. My success is when I have planned to put a project together and I be very successful in putting that project together. That is one of my success, and that's what triggered me and just keep me motivated to do what I do in the time of manner that I do it. I'm very conscientious about time. Yes, I'm very time oriented. I have a calendar. I truly stick by my calendar because I have to be. I have to be, because like I say, I work a 9 to 5. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I do 3 lives with paparazzi. Then I do 2 lives with Amoo Clothing Boutique. So I have a very tedious schedule.
And that was going to be one of my other questions. How do you balance your full-time job and your businesses?
It's all about time management. And I mean, right now it's just like it's elementary to me right now. But at first it wasn't. I had to learn to balance it. If you don't balance anything and time manage it, it's just not going to work. It is just not going to work, because even on my 9 to 5, I'm in management. I'm in meetings all day. But I do have a little downtime. I know for lunch, when I can clock out for lunch, I can, do it. That's my time, and that's when I do the jewelry show on my time.
Yes.
And then when I clock out, that's my time, and so I do it like that as well, on my time. But I have a strictly schedule, and I stick to my schedule, and it's a very strict schedule,
That is amazing.
So, but I'm always doing something with my businesses. I'm always doing a lot with my businesses.
You're always moving.
Always
Next
moving.
level is about moving. It's inspired.
Yes.
It's all about moving, going to identifying what that next level is and taking the steps to get you to that next level. What do you love most about what it is that you do?
What I love most about what I do is, it's a good question.
I try to come up with them.
Yeah, it's a really good question. What I love most about it is just it keeps me busy. They always say idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yep.
I don't want to be in that devil's workshop. And I don't want to have an idle mind. I always want to stay positive, having that good vibes and good vibration. And I'm just full of life.
You are.
I'm just full of life, and that's what keeps my adrenaline going. I'm just full of life. I love peoples. I love women's, and I just love being just to serve, just to be a servant, of God. On my lives, I sell jewelry. We have prayer. We laugh. We joke. We just have, full of fun. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Let me ask you this. Because a lot of people aren't comfortable with social media, don't like social media. And you've talked about how social media has had one of the greatest impacts on your business. What would you say to someone who is wanting to start a business of any kind? What would you say to them as far as overcoming the fears and the stigmatism of social media?
Okay. What I would say to a person that wants to start a business, one thing I would say is find your niche. Find your niche. Make your plan on what you want to do. Strategize the plan. Implement the plan. Be careful with social media. Social media can be good for you, and it can also be bad for you as well. So you got to be mindful of that. Be very mindful of the content that you create and that you put out there. We're living in a world of social media. People are very judgmental right now, and they will rake you over the coals.
How do you get past that?
How you get past that is, how I get past it, I just pray, and if they come on my live with some negativity, I block them. We have block parties. We have block parties.
I like that. We're gonna have a block party today.
We have a block party. And I'm so full of life. I'm very positive about what I do. I don't associate myself with negative energy.
Yes.
I don't have time for that.
Yes.
I don't have time for negative energy. So I just block it. I just blocks it, because people can be so negative. They'll see your success and they'll judge you and sum you up by your success, but they don't know how hard you had to work from one level to the next level to get to that level. They can just only see what you're doing now. I tell people all the time that I'm not cocky, I'm not pompous, I'm just confident in what I do.
Yes.
If you be confident in what you do, you can take it up to the next level. You just got to be confident.
Serve the people. Serve the
the
people.
And then when you serve them, you got to walk through, y'all.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So as we wrap up, tell us, what does the next 10 years look like for Miss Amoo?
The next 10 years for Miss Amoo is, my plan is to have a 2-story building. I want to have Diamonds and Gems on the first level, Amoo Clothing Boutique on the second level. Then I'm going to have workers. I'm going to have a huge store with all the amenities. When you come in there, you grab your little bottle of champagne.
Oh.
You're going to have the service that's going to wait on you. It's going to help you shop. And you're just going to have a lot of fun. I mean, that's my goal for the next 10 years, is to grow my business enormously. And I know with God's help and me staying faithful in God,
Yes.
and trusting God and leaning on God. And not only I lay prostrate before it, I had to do that. Yeah, I had to let him pour into me. Sometimes Amoo get tired, so I just tell the Lord to just prop me up on my knees post. And so, yes, that's where my businesses are going in the next 10 years.
Wow, and we wish you nothing but great success.
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming and sitting on our couch and just inspiring us and pouring into us on today. I so appreciate you. I appreciate your beauty. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your smile. It's just been an absolute honor. I want to, Miss Amoo actually said it perfectly. She said it perfectly. Laying before God, stand before God, and being consistent will take you to your next level. Big deals take time. Entrepreneurship is not easy, but you can do it. You can do it. And as we talked about today, consistency is the key. So whatever it is that you want to do, make you a plan and be consistent to that plan. Until next time, talk to you guys later.
I feel a wave coming on.